Good morning, Year 4. It's Mrs. Collins here with Wednesday's Maths. Here's today's date and learning objective: to calculate fractions greater than 1. Pause the clip and write this in your maths book. Press play when you're ready to start your learning. Welcome back, Year 4. Let's make a start. You'll see the same activity that we used yesterday. 3 chili challenges. Choose the challenge you're confident with and write the number at the top of your page. Can you answer these questions in your maths book? You don't need to write the question, just write number 1 and the answer next to it. Pause the clip, give yourself 3 to 4 minutes and press play to go through the answers. I wonder if you can beat yesterday's score. Or maybe, if you finish one challenge, you can move on to the next one. Off you go. Welcome back. Let's go through the answers. Can you shout them out? Mile challenge. You had the number 14. Is 14 an odd or even number? It's even. Well done. You can divide it by 2. What's 10 more than 14? 24. Well done. What's 10 less than 14? 4. Well done. Now number 4 and 5 asked you to halve and double the numbers. I'm hoping you had a really good go at this because we've been practicing halving and doubling in our skills sharp this week. So what's half of 14? 7. Well done. What's double 14? 28. Did you get all of those right? Let's have a look at the next challenge, 102. Is it odd or even? Even. Well done. What's 10 more than 102? 112. Super. What's 10 less? 92. Well done. Can you halve 102? 51. Super. Can you double 102? 204. Fantastic. Did anybody have a go at the hot challenge? Let's see. Your number was 2,311. Is it odd or even? It's odd. Well done. What's 10 more? 2,321. What's 10 less? 2,301. Can you halve the number? 1,155.5. Had a decimal number because you had to halve the 1. And we know that half of 1 is 0.5. Can you double the number? 4,622. Well done, give yourself a score and let's move on to our skills sharp session. Okay, for our skills sharp today, we're going to be looking at rounding to the nearest 100. You can see on the screen that I've got a number line. I've got 200 at one end, 300 at the other, and it's in interval steps going up. Where would the number 210 go on my chart? I'm just going to check that it's going up in tens. Can you count with me? 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300. It is going up in steps of 10. So where would 210 go? That's right, it would go just here, 210. I want to round 210 to the nearest 100. So what is it closest to? Is it closer to 200 or 300? Yeah, it's closer to 200 because it's only 10 away. So 210 rounded to the nearest 100 is 200. What about 460? Where would it go on the number chart? Count with me from 400. 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460. That's where 460 would go. What's it closest to? Is it closer to 400 or 500? It's closer to 500 because it's only 40 away. So 460 rounded to the nearest 100 is 500. What about 850? Count with me. 810, 820, 830, 840, 850. 850 is halfway. This is a tricky one. Can you remember the rule for rounding? When a number is halfway on the number line. That's right, we always round up to the next 100. So 850 rounded to the nearest 100 is 900. So if the number has a 1, 2, 3 or 4, we round down. If it has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we round up. And when we're rounding to the nearest 100, the tens is the decider. That helps us to decide whether we round up or down. Have a look at these on the board. Choose your chili challenge. Can you decide where the number goes on the number line? And then tell me, do these numbers round up or down to the nearest 100? Pause the clip and press play to go through the answers. Welcome back. Let's have a look at these together. We'll start with the mile challenge. Now for the mile challenge you had 210, which was here. What's 210 rounded to the nearest 100? It's 200. You then had 280, which is here. 280 rounded to the nearest 100 is 300. Well done, because it's closer to 300. Spicy challenge. Oh, you had one right in the middle. 550. And what do we do if it's bang in the middle? We always round up. 600. 570 was here. What's it closest to? It's only 30 away from 600. Well done if you got those right. Give yourself a tick with your blue pen. Let's have a look at the hot challenge. 320, which was here. What's it closest to? 300. Well done. It's only 20 away. 350, you had the number right in the middle. Remember the rule is that we round up to 400. And 395, so your last one was in the middle of the interval there, between 390 and 400, and of course it was very close to 400. Well done if you got those right. Great work, Year 4. Let's move on to the main part of the lesson. Today we're going to continue our learning on fractions, but today we're moving on to look at fractions greater than 1. Have a look at the picture. What fraction is shaded? You can see that every single piece is shaded. So we've got 8 pieces shaded and there are 8 pieces altogether. So 8 eighths is the same as one whole. This is one whole circle completely shaded in. And this can be represented in different ways. So you can see we've got one hole here and we've got one hole as a bar. As long as everything's shaded on the representation, that shows a whole one. Let's have a look at this. What is my fraction? I can see there are 1, 2, 3 pieces altogether, so that becomes the denominator, and there's 1 piece shaded, so the fraction is 1/3. How many more parts need to be shaded to make a whole one? So I've already got 1/3. What else do I need to shade in? I need to shade this bit in, so that would be another 1/3. And I need to shade this bit in. So that'd be another 1/3. So that's 2/3. So 1/3 add 2/3 equals 3/3. And when it's all shaded in together, we've got a whole one. 1/3 add 2/3 equals 3/3, and that completes the circle. Let's have a look at this one together. If I have 3/10, how many more do I need to make a whole one? Okay, so they've got 3/10 already. So let's just shade 1, 2, 3. I'll do it quickly. So that's 3/10. So how many more do they need to make a whole one? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/10. Can you write this in your book with me as a calculation? So we've got 3/10 plus 7/10 equals how many tenths together? That's right, it's a whole one, so it's 10/10. 3/10 plus 7/10 equals 10/10, and that gives us the whole complete shape shaded in. Write that in your books. Let's have a look at this one. How could we show 31/9? Well, these shapes, these bars, are split into 9 pieces. It would help if we could count up in 9s. Let's do it together. So we've got 9, 18, 27. Then we're going to have to do individual ones, aren't we? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, oh, just 31 we needed. So here we've shaded 31/9. What does this equal altogether? So we've done 31/9. How many whole bars did we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 whole ones. And how many 9s left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 9s. This is what we call a mixed number. 3 whole ones and 4 9s. 31/9 equals 3 and 4 9s. Do you see how that works? This question says, complete the part-whole model to show how many whole parts there are in the fraction below. So how many whole bars have we got? 1, 2, 3. There's 3 wholes, 3 completed parts, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts left over. So 4/5. So this representation shows 3 and 4/5. In your pack you have an activity that looks like this. There's some pictures to help you for some of the questions. Some of them you'll need to shade in. Use a pencil crayon if you have it, or use a pencil neatly if not. Some of them will ask you to use the part-whole model to work out the whole pieces and the parts that are left over. If you need any help, you can email your teacher at the Year 4 email address. Well done for listening. Take care with your work today and enjoy working with your fractions. See you tomorrow for more maths. Bye for now.